VaultBack guitar that I've been giving you little demos for. This is almost done, the inside of the back, and hopefully you can see some of the detail. I'm not entirely sure how this will turn out until I get it home and have a look on the computer. Unfortunately, the only video equipment I have is an iPhone, so it seems to be doing a relatively decent job comparing it to some YouTube videos that are out there. So I'm going to go over just the details of this. We have the cleats, tantalons around the outside that I've mentioned in previous videos. They've all been fitted exactly to the actual profile of the back, which is inconsistent, so therefore have to be done separately with standard basic 1/4 inch chisel. Actually, sorry, this is a little bit more. I think this is just under 1/2 inch. Anyway, all these have to be done like that, fitted, and then the top ones, they're actually not quite as difficult because they have to be fitted to the curve of the actual ribs, but the top is just taken down with my Solera, which is lined with sandpaper to get the curvature, and I just turn it in the Solera to get the curvature. So they're actually not too bad. Over here you can see that I have a gradient basically of smaller ones. I'm not sure how much you'll see of this, but smaller ones going to bigger, and these much bigger ones here, and a small space for my braces, which I will reinforce in a different way. But this is for a little bevel here, for a comfort bevel for my arm for the player's arm to rest on. This will be basically made up in a binding, the same as the bindings. I'm going to use Purple Heart for this. Anyway, these little cleats inside, they've had to be fitted the same way as the tantalons here. This is a curve, so obviously they've got to be curved and fitted individually. They're 10mm square, so that's not a massive amount to put a curve on, but they still have to be fitted, which is obviously time consuming. It's actually taken me, I think, 3.5 days up until now to do what I have done on the inside, just putting these reinforcement bars inside here for the ribs, which have to be fitted as well, of course. The fitted tantalons right around here, and all these fitted cleats. At the moment I'm just currently chamfering, putting a little chamfer on the edges. I'm not sure if you can see the detail, but these little cleats here, they've got a round on them, because I make them in a long strip and round off that strip, then cut them up. But basically I have to put a little chamfered edge on each side, just to make it finishes it off, makes it look a little bit better, a little tidier. So I'm just actually going to rub my chisel on the strop because it's needing a little bit of an edge. And the best way to test your chisel is to give just a little bit of hair on your hand or your arm, and if it cuts the hair nicely, which it does, then you know it's sharp enough. If not, then you need to sharpen it, because if you attempt to actually cut something like this with a chisel that isn't sharp, you're going to tear the wood. You're not going to cut it, you're going to rip it. So very, very carefully, taking slight cut at a time, going at the same angle, around 45 degrees. It's taking a little cut off every time. So that's about 4 cuts and it's done. Then I'll continue on to the next one. And basically, you can hear the way it cuts, that it's cutting okay as well. It's different senses you tune into when you're doing this sort of thing, and you pick up on things in different ways once you get the experience. And one of the best ways to know if your tools are sharp enough is by the sound they make when they cut. But this is a very time consuming job, and it's quite therapeutic for me, but I'm sure it'll bore you to tears to sit and watch me. So I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to continue from here up to finish that. It's probably going to take me a good 1.5 to 2 hours, and then I'm off to the pub. So I've had my friends on the phone, they're going to meet me up in Herne Hill in a little while. So I'll leave that for now, and I will speak to you later. Just a little update. Thanks for watching. Bye.